If you're proud of being selfless, Carl Jung would say you're lying to yourself. And the cost of that lie is your identity. You help everyone. You avoid conflict. You put your needs last. People praise you for being kind, patient, understanding. But inside, something feels wrong. You feel tired in a way sleep doesn't fix. You feel resentful, even though you hate admitting it. You feel invisible, as if your life is happening for everyone else. Carl Jung believed this wasn't virtue. He believed it was a psychological trap. Jung called it the persona, the mask you wear to survive in society. The version of you that gets approval. The version that is rewarded. The good one. The calm one. The selfless one. At first, the persona protects you. But when you mistake the mask for who you really are, you lose contact with yourself. You stop asking what you want. You stop listening to what angers you. You stop noticing what hurts. And whatever you ignore doesn't disappear. Jung called this the shadow. The shadow is everything you refuse to see about yourself. Your anger. Your envy. Your selfish impulses. Your desire to say no, to walk away, to choose yourself. The more moral your persona becomes, the darker your shadow grows. That's why the nicest people often carry the most rage. That's why people who never say no eventually explode. That's why those who pride themselves on being good sometimes become cruel without realizing it. They don't act out of malice. They act out of repression. You give your time when you're exhausted. You listen when you want silence. You agree when every part of you wants to refuse. You tell yourself you're being kind. You tell yourself it doesn't matter. You tell yourself this is what a good person does. But later, when you're alone, something turns bitter inside you. You replay the moment in your mind. You imagine saying what you didn't say. You feel angry at the other person, and then ashamed for feeling that way. That anger is not a flaw. It is information. It is the part of you that knows you abandoned yourself. Jung warned that when the shadow is ignored, it does not remain passive. It leaks out sideways. Through sarcasm. Through passive aggression. Through quiet resentment. Through sudden emotional outbursts that seem to come from nowhere. Or worse, through self-destruction. People who live only for others often feel strangely empty when no one needs them. They don't know who they are without being useful. Their identity depends on sacrifice. Jung believed this was dangerous. Because a person who does not know their own darkness is controlled by it. What you deny within yourself will rule you unconsciously. That is why Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. True goodness is not the absence of selfishness. It is the integration of it. Individuation, Jung's central idea, is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming whole. Wholeness means admitting you have limits. Wholeness means accepting that you will disappoint people. Wholeness means recognizing that kindness without honesty is a lie. Real compassion includes boundaries. Real morality includes the courage to say no. Real maturity includes the willingness to be misunderstood. Jung believed that pretending to be good is more dangerous than admitting you are capable of harm. Because the moment you accept your shadow, it stops controlling you. The moment you see your selfishness, it becomes a choice instead of a compulsion. This does not make you cruel. It makes you responsible. If you are always the good one, ask yourself this. Who are you protecting by staying that way? Who are you afraid of becoming if you stop? And who are you betraying every time you silence yourself? Carl Jung warned us that the greatest lie is not selfishness. The greatest lie is believing you have none. Because the selfless lie doesn't make you virtuous. It makes you divided. And a divided person is never truly free.